It's time to Let's Talk. All right, so the Mass Effect Remastered Legendary Edition trilogy has come out. Everybody's gotten their hands on with it. They have their own formed opinions. Everybody has been there, done there, seen it now at this point. Whether or not your first Mass Effect was Andromeda or the very first Mass Effect over on like the Xbox 360, you've seen it. You've seen what the trilogy is all about. You've seen what can be done in the universe of Mass Effect. The whole universe has been made. The adventures that you can go on, the personal stories, your own tailored custom story. You've seen the whole deal. So now I think up next is the single most important point in time in the Mass Effect universe, series, trilogy, everything. Even more so than if they were to announce a Mass Effect 4, Andromeda, whatever. Right now is the most important point, because if this next Mass Effect fails, I'm very certain that EA is just going to go, you know what? I think we've had enough with Mass Effect. We're going to move on to the next thing, the next Battlefield, the next Star Wars, the next whatever. Maybe they'll try and do a Star Trek game or something. I don't know. But this next release is going to be the most pivotal point of where are we going with the story? What are we going to be doing in the story? And basically, you know, what is the future going to look like for everybody's adventures in the Mass Effect universe? Now, my thought process on this is I would like to make something like a blueprint, something for the developers. If they do see this, they can maybe take ideas and suggestions off from this. There most likely is an outline already being made of what the next game will look like. And again, I hate to call it a game, because Mass Effect is always so much more than just a game. It is, this whole tailored made story mode, custom characters and everything that you go on, this journey through. So yeah, I guess the big question is, the big elephant in the room, if you will, is Shepard. Will we have Shepard back? And after finishing Mass Effect 3, I noticed that there was a specific little scene twist at the end of the director's cut's extended ending for Mass Effect 3 that was missing, which is, oh boy, is very kind of troubling for me, is the part of where Shepard takes that one little breath, or what we think is Shepard anyways, that he takes the breath. It's his dog tags or her dog tags sitting there. Shepard's dog tags go, and there is just that moment of, they're not dead. My character's not dead. So what does that mean? And are we going to be seeing, I know that there's probably a million videos by now made of like what it actually means that scene is stripped from the ending of Mass Effect 3. I know I'm a little late on this also on this video, sorry. But yeah. So Shepard, are we going to get him back or her back? I don't know. I don't know if the save data will carry over. But I would definitely say there's a very good chance Shepard will be coming back. If BioWare wants the next Mass Effect to really hit home and really encompass the whole trilogy and Andromeda and everything, like you can tie together Andromeda and the original trilogy. Is it going to be on the best terms with everyone? I don't know, because one of the things that you're going to have to do is, since Shepard does take over the Reapers or destroy them or whatever, like what exactly is the canon ending? We really don't know. That is up to you. I think there's going to be something of a storyline choice that you're going to have to make when you start up the next Mass Effect game. Did you destroy him? Did you take him over? Did you, also the third pathway is gone from Mass Effect 3. That's huge. That's seriously huge. So what's Renegade, Paragon, whichever way that you chose to go with that, that's going to be a big one. But either which way, if Shepard is gone, Shepard is going to be still a giant character in the universe of Mass Effect, on the fact that basically Shepard turns into like Neo at the end of the last Matrix movie, gets sucked into the Reaper's ecosystem of being, and the mental of Shepard, your character Shepard, goes into the Reapers. Now, if you take Ryder from Andromeda, drop him or her, take Ryder, drop the Pathfinder into what essentially would be the next Mass Effect, and somehow either you're working with or you're working against Shepard in the next Mass Effect, you could tie together Andromeda and the Mass Effect trilogy. Do I want to see that? Personally, I would love to see Shepard come back as like the regular character that I have known and loved and grown up with. I would love to see my Shepard, come back and be that character that I'm using throughout the next game. Is it going to happen? It's very hard to say. It's very up in the air. I don't think anybody can really tell whether or not it's going to go one way or the other. Does BioWare know yet? Again, it's really hard to say. They didn't really leave any clues. It was just a straight up port of the old ending on Mass Effect 3 before the director's cut ending. So again, I think they might have taken that third option off the table just so they can keep the ending a mystery even more so. So will we be seeing Andromeda 2? I don't think it's going to be Andromeda 2. I really highly don't think it's going to be Andromeda 2. There was, I showed the scene off from stream about the whole thing of like Liara digging up Shepard's body in the teaser trailer, on this snowy, mountainous kind of planet. And literally she is telling you straight up that that scene, Liara is explaining that scene out fully, of exactly what the trailer is showing. So that scene in the trailer that we've seen, Mass Effect Will Continue, that Mass Effect trailer of Mass Effect Will Continue is legit Liara saving Shepard during Mass Effect 2. When Shepard is lost to the ice and everything. Literally, that is Liara finding Shepard's body and giving it to the elusive man to bring Shepard back, because she knows of the project to bring Shepard back. So I really, really, really think it's going to be Mass Effect 4. I don't think it's going to be Andromeda 2. It's going to probably have some heavy influence off from the Andromeda Initiative. I think that is going to be very, very heavily introduced back into the ecosystem once again of Mass Effect. So let's get on to some of the gameplay stuff. So the gameplay, I think the next Mass Effect plays more like Andromeda. One thing I did like about Andromeda was the gameplay. I felt like the gameplay was so Mass Effect was always very limiting just on the fact that you couldn't jump. Having a jetpack is kind of nice. You can maneuver out of the way. You can actually have gunfights where you're ping ponging all over the place and all that. Maybe if they toned down the jetpack slightly a little bit, that would go a little bit farther. And then bring it back to, who knows? Maybe that could be a thing, Shepard. I mean, Legion is on your side, and that's a Geth. So what if Shepard comes back in kind of robot form or something? Like Shepard was already half cybernetics. So what if Shepard comes back as a full-on tin can, cybernetic human format thing? I guess it'd be a cyborg from Star Trek, I guess. I never watched Star Trek, but yeah, I don't know. Like, it could be that, like I said, it could be Ryder and you're working alongside or against Shepard, depending on what your choices are. So gameplay, would I like to see it, a smoothened out version somewhere in between Mass Effect's trilogy and Andromeda? Sure, that would be a lot of fun. Gives the option to have jetpacks or grounded based gameplay. Now you can do this RPG style with either you are one class that uses a jetpack or one class that doesn't. You could also do it in the fact of maybe you're more of the assault rifle toting Shepard that doesn't, zing all around with the jetpacks and everything. Very easily they can incorporate it into the gameplay of that. So the visuals. Absolutely, the latest Frostbite engine give us all of the ray tracing, 60 to 120 FPS. The if you're on the PlayStation, the adaptive triggers, the DualSense, all that stuff. I can definitely see that coming up through. Now, the Mass Effect trilogy, the the Legendary Edition trilogy, that was a PS4 version of those. There was no PS5 version of the Legendary Trilogy, so the next Mass Effect will definitely have all the bells and whistles of next gen, SSDs, everything, the whole 9 yards. Now, with that coming into play, the visuals can look absolutely extraordinary, mind blowing, something on truly next gen, next level that we can't even imagine what it could look like. It could also just look like like another Battlefield meets it could look like Andromeda meets Battlefield, which would be fine also. Those visuals are great. That's the other thing about Andromeda that I did enjoy. The visuals were absolutely stunning in it. So gameplay visuals of Andromeda, but with storytelling and and character development of the original Mass Effect trilogy. That's kind of where my blueprint is going towards. So RPG aspects, again, I would love to see just customization, as much customization as you can give us it. Give us all the customization. Just let us have it. Customize your character, customize dialogues, customize even crew members. I would love to see custom character and custom crew members. If I don't like a crew member's haircut, let me customize it. Like PC modding, you can do it on there. Just let us do it. Or if you are running the ship, and because we are in next gen, this is totally possible to do. If we're renegade, our crew members maybe start to look kind of renegade-ish. Either that you can do it yourself and customize your crew member to look that way, or the crew members kind of go alongside whichever pathway that you're going. But definitely customizing crew members, I think, would go a long way into customizing your whole story experience into what you would love it to be. I don't know what that would look like on customizing Solarians. I don't know what that would look like customizing Turians or Krogans or whatever. It could be really cool. Could be really awesome. So another huge thing, knowledgeable characters. Now, the one thing that bugged the living hell out of me on Andromeda was the fact that the characters have no idea what's going on. And one of the key staple things that draws you into the Mass Effect universe on the original trilogy, every single race and every single character, Shepard knows exactly what's going on. So one of the biggest storytelling aspects of Mass Effect that works this is just a game thing overall, but a huge storytelling aspect. Us players are on the ride along with Shepard. Now, Shepard knows everything. People around Shepard knows everything. And us players are picking up all that knowledge just by being in the game world. So, by being in the universe inside that game world, we are picking up on, okay, this is what a Solarian is. This is what a Turian is. This is what, the new race is, whatever. This is what the Reapers are. And just that ominous feeling like everybody knows. Everybody's scared, but you don't know what the hell Reaper is. That feeling, it can't really be replicated, but at the same time, it's perfect every time you go back into it, because everybody knows what's going on. Everybody's going all crazy of what's happening, what's going to happen. And as soon as you start figuring out what they know, then you start going, this is the reason why everybody's so crazy. I guess it's just the whole perspective of like, they had the perspective of what you're fighting against, but you are trying to learn that perspective as you're going through the storyline. So yeah, knowledgeable characters. Let all the characters know exactly what's going on. Andromeda, the biggest thing on that was just felt like they're all college kids that were dropping onto planets. And I get it, like it's supposed to be the unknown planets and everything, but come on, space travel has been around since they were, the little kids and everything. Everybody in Andromeda grew up seeing alien species. You kind of get a sense for what alien species are kind of like. Whether or not, but that's the thing. When you're running through the first chapter of Andromeda, everybody's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who, we can't talk their language, so I'm so scared and everything. No. Everybody's already grown up in a universe where you can't speak certain alien species names. That's just a thing. That should never been, that big of a deal to everyone. Again, so this trailer that you're seeing right here is literally it's Mass Effect 2. That's totally Mass Effect 2, where Liara is saving Shepard to give him to the Elusive Man, or her to the Elusive Man. Your Shepard. So new alien races. Again, I don't know what they could make, but definitely I would love to see like 1 or 2, maybe even 3 or 4 new alien races. Basically, we need something new to fight against. Now, my other big storyline thing is the aftermath of the Reapers. And I do want to get into that, but first, hold on. Let me just also say, let's fly to Normandy for once. Let's go No Man's Sky style with this thing and actually be able to fly to Normandy in and out of ports. That'd be actually really cool. I had to add that in there. And also crew member missions. Give us the crew member missions, because that was definitely, especially if we have new alien races and new. So I'm going to tie this back around into alien races. Whatever the new type of people are in the in the universe, definitely we need to have some character missions that let us know their worlds, let us know why are they, like, maybe they come from the fringes of outer space or whatever, or possibly from the Andromeda Initiative, that they end up they come back with somehow we figure out a way of transporting other species that were outside of the Milky Way and everything. But I feel like that would make so much sense of having the character missions back again. Now, let's go into the aftermath of the Reapers. Okay, so the Reapers did a lot of damage, and the biggest thing on your mission as Shepard, to save the galaxy, to save everything that's a life form as you know it. The biggest thing is, as Shepard, you can bring together the races to fight the common cause of the Reapers. Now the next Mass Effect should be in the aftermath of the Reapers. I'm thinking it's going to be the aftermath of the Reapers. So, what would be the biggest thing to fight against outside of the Reapers? It's just galactic warfare at that point. So, whatever your choices are, if the Geth lived and the Quarians died, okay, well there's a war brewing right there between the different depending on what your actions were as Shepard. There is going to be lasting consequences around every single corner as whoever you're playing as up next. It could even be the kid of Shepard. Who knows? Depending on who you had romance options with, that could easily be the kid of Shepard. But that person, that character that you're playing as, once again, and this is another way of bringing back Shepard too. The kid of Shepard lives, and boom. There you go. Now, Shepard, you are the next generation that is upholding what your parent did. That's kind of a pretty cool thing. It's generational stuff, and that would tie in really well with carrying over storyline decisions. But again, the aftermath of the Reapers, I think, because there is no common goal enemy that can wipe out everybody in the galaxy, I would absolutely see that every single one of the wars. So if you saved the Krogans, if you saved the Quarians, if you did this or that, the other thing, whoever survived the war, the major war with the Reapers, they would probably go to war with each other if the alliances aren't there. And because Shepard's not there to keep the alliances going, you're going to have galactic warfare once again happening. So it could be the next generation of Shepard that tries to stop the galaxy from going to war with itself and basically destroying itself, proving that, yes, we need to cycle. It's that whole thing, playing off from the Reapers once again, too, of the Reapers are the Reaper. The whole thing about the reason why the Reapers do what they do is because the ancient ones think that organic life forms cannot, we cannot exist without going to war with each other, which is probably true. So that would tie into what the reason why the Reapers are there. Maybe somewhere somehow the Reapers are trying to be made again or something. Like there could be so many storyline plot points that go into this. I just feel like it'd be like the perfect way of bringing us into a new era of Mass Effect. Again, though, this next game is going to be make or break. I absolutely feel that in my bones. This next one, if this next Mass Effect does not do well, and I'm not saying go out and buy it and be a shill for Mass Effect or anything. If it is good, definitely go out and buy it full price. If it is all right and decent, hopefully there will be an EA Play. I think that's what it's still called, the trial thing, so you can try the game out for an hour before you buy it. Hopefully there will be something like that, so we can actually check it out, give feedback and everything. I would love to see somewhat of an earliest demo too, just to make sure that the gameplay is feeling all good and everything. I just really hope that they baby the hell out of Mass Effect, as a franchise and a series. Do I want it to become a cash cow? Sure, yes, because I want more games being made. I want more entries into the series, but at the same time, I do realize it's EA, and I do realize they can drop a series very quickly. So we need to make sure that it is good quality, not just a lot of stuff being thrown into the game, but very good quality stuff. We need stories that you're going to remember for 10 years from now, just like the original trilogy was, that we're still messing with now. We need the best version of the Frostbite engine possible, but also we need a stable version of the Frostbite engine so we can mod it on the PCs, because the PC modding community is huge for Mass Effect. So we definitely need a golden game to come out that is like a 10 out of 10 perfect. Yeah. Do I expect anybody from the original trilogy to come back be voice actors? No, but I would very muchly hope so. I know that there is a ton of voice talent from the original trilogy that is 100% willing to come back on a moment's notice and redo or keep up with their characters, I guess you could say. Anybody who survived in your storylines, absolutely. I know Mark Meir and Jennifer Hale are both, there for, the Shepard role. There is some people like Samara's character. Maybe you could recast the role. I know there's no way you're going to get Samara's voice actress back into the studio again. She's very busy nowadays. But the characters that can come back, I would love to see them come back. And then new characters that can hopefully hold a candle to the originals. And that's going to be the biggest struggle for the writers of the next Mass Effect entry, is keeping up with what's already been established, all the lore, all the universe, and tying it all together. It's going to be a massive undertaking, and I can't wait to see what the next title holds. Again, I was meaning to do this video a while back, but yeah, I'm doing it now. It gave me time to think and not just be in the honeymoon phase of the Mass Effect trilogy, but really get down deep of like what I would want to see in the next title. So yeah. This has been a lot of crazy reminiscing, a lot of nostalgia, but also a giant reminder just how good the original trilogy of Mass Effect was, and the shortcomings of Andromeda, but also what Andromeda brought to the table that could be made into Mass Effect 4 and make Mass Effect 4 even that much better. So, yeah. Go ahead and hit the like button on this video if you absolutely like it and everything, subscribe button, all that stuff. And yeah, I guess that's a summary of my thoughts on going forward with the Mass Effect franchise. I can't wait to see what happens next. I'm going to be losing my mind just like everyone else, and I'm on for the ride. And I guess all that we can really say from here on out is Mass Effect will continue, and yeah, we'll be there, and we will be. We'll definitely let BioWare and EA know what we think of it. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by, and as always, I will see ya next time.